Hey everybody, Merry Christmas. Coming to you today to talk to you about standing rib roasts and how you can prepare those and cook them for your family. They make the perfect centerpiece for all of your holiday meals, and I think that everyone will love them because pretty much it's a ribeye, but cooked a little bit differently, and who doesn't love a ribeye? So to start with, I've got standing rib roast here. I'll go ahead and tell you that last night I put this in the refrigerator after I covered it in some kosher salt and let it sit there uncovered overnight. And then a couple hours ago I took it out of the refrigerator and have been letting it come to room temperature. So this is just the standing rib roast with salt on it right now. In this particular bowl I've got 2 teaspoons of cumin along with a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of black pepper, and I'm just going to coat the outside of this standing rib roast with this mixture. I'll just give it some flavor as it's roasting, and the recipe that I read had rave reviews, so I'm hoping that it turns out as good as I think it will. Again, I coated the standing rib roast in that concoction of cumin, pepper, and garlic powder, and just really you can see how well coated it is. I'm just going to put it in my roasting pan with the bone side down and the fat side up. So it's actually called a standing rib roast because you cook it standing on its ribs, literally. For this particular roast, I'm going to cook it uncovered in the roasting pan for about 3, maybe 3.5 hours. It really just depends on how you like yours. The temperatures I'll post in my blog post so you can see it, but I like mine probably medium rare, which is probably around 135 degrees. So I have a meat thermometer that I can check and just double check and make sure that it's the right temperature before we take it out of the oven. We're going to use the reverse searing method, which means we cook it on really low heat for a long time. Then I'm going to take it out and let it rest so that the juices are all in there, and then cook it at a higher temperature. So for now, we're going to just put it in the oven and wait for about 3.5 hours. I'll see you back soon. Okay, so it's actually been probably close to 4 hours. It wasn't cooking quite as quickly as I hoped, but now I think it's finished. I'm actually just going to test the internal temperature here. Okay, it's like right at 126, so that's pretty close to medium rare. And I'm going to cover it with foil and actually let it just stand for about 30 minutes. And I'm going to kick the oven up to 500 and cook the last 30 minutes on 500 because it sears the outside of the standing rib roast, locks all the juices in, and just makes it taste really good. The one thing I didn't mention earlier that I should have mentioned is that when you get a standing rib roast, I know you can get it at any grocery store, but you should really get it from your local butcher. If you live in Hendersonville, go to M&M Meatlocker, 321 7th Avenue, because theirs are the best. Theirs have not been frozen. It's nothing like you're going to get at the grocery store. I mean, I'm not saying theirs are bad, but M&M's are just better, and you should definitely give them a try and see if you agree with me. They'll cut it and tie it on the bone for you so that it makes it for really easy carving if that's what you want. This particular one has not been cut and tied, but either way you're going to get the same flavor. Finally got this out. The outside is browned beautifully and seared perfect, so I think it's going to taste great, and I'll show you the final product after I've plated it.